and lying on our backs. So just find that nice, comfortable position. I like to keep my feet flat. Just feels really good on my back. But if you want to extend your legs, feel free. Just really feeling your entire back into the yoga mat as we begin our practice tonight. Inhaling through the nose and then exhaling out. Allowing that breath to just fill up your entire rib cage all the way up to that heart center. And then exhale, let all that breath out. Allowing your face to relax. Just bringing that focus to your breath. Letting go of any thoughts that come up, anything from your day. Just connecting that breath to your body, to your space. Taking one more breath here. And slowly begin to add some movement. Feel free to keep your eyes closed if that feels good. Let's just kind of take those knees side to side. Tonight's theme, if you want to call it, or maybe tonight's intention, is just releasing. Releasing stress, letting go. Adding that movement. Maybe you're opening and closing your palm, wiggling your fingers, inviting that gentle movement in. All the while continuing with that deep breath through the nose. And then slowly bringing those knees into center. Let's go ahead and extend our right leg long. And then extending that left leg up, just gently bringing that left leg towards your face. If it feels good, maybe grab onto that calf and just point and flex that foot. Just finding the length in the back of the leg. And then slowly release, bringing in that right knee. Grabbing onto that thigh or that calf. Really rooting down through that left hip as we bring our right leg closer to our rib cage. The pointing and flexing feels pretty good for me, but maybe just holding still feels good. Creating that space, creating that length. And then slowly releasing the legs. Reaching those arms overhead, making your body as long as possible. Maybe rolling out the ankles. Maybe opening and closing the fingers. And then inhale, hugging it all in. Maybe even coming up a little bit. Big inhale here. Exhale, release. Let it all go. Using those abdominal muscles. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, release. One more, inhale. Squeeze it in. Exhale, release. And then inhale, bringing those knees into center. Just taking it side to side. And then just allowing those knees to drop to one side. Looking over the opposite shoulder. I like to take my arms out to a T and just really feel that stretch through the spine. And then inhale, come back through center, allowing both knees to drop to the other side. About opening up to the front of that chest. Twisting out the spine feels so good. And then slowly come back through center. Bringing those knees back into your chest, but this time we're going to roll it up. Roll it on up to seated. And just finding that nice, easy seated position. Sitting up nice and tall, nice long spine. We're going to inhale here. And then exhale, kind of round that chin to chest. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, round it. So basically cat-cow seated. Inhale, open it up. Make it nice and exaggerated. Maybe you open mouth, exhale. And then slowly come to center. Rolling it out. Lots of movement tonight. Nothing static. And then let's slowly inhale, bringing those arms up. Exhale, take the left hand down. And then this right hand, just open the side of the neck. Just very gently. I'm just grabbing on, I'm not grabbing, gently pressing. It's like somebody's taking your shoulder and your head away from each other. And just feel that length. And then slowly release, nice and gentle. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, take it to the other side. Creating that space, right? Shoulder, elbow, away from each other. Your hand is just guiding. Keeping that nice, perfect posture. Right? We hold a lot of tension in our neck. And then come back through center. Maybe just kind of roll it out here. I like to open and close my jaw. Releasing that tension. I encourage you to, during this practice tonight, to open mouth, exhale. Maybe even make some noise. One more breath, wherever you are. And then coming back to that stillness. Let's inhale, arms come up. Exhale, hinging it forward, walking those hands out, dropping that head. And just feeling that stretch. Walking those fingertips out however far it feels good. Taking another full breath here. And then slowly rolling it up. Switch out those legs. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, hinge it forward, walk it out. See how long you can create your spine. We're walking those fingertips. Feeling a little bit of release in the hips. And slowly come on up. Let's take this left hand behind, patting yourself on the back. But let's just open it up right here. When you think about your lymph nodes that are all in your armpit area right here, can you open it up and breathe into that space? Big, deep cleansing breath. And then exhale, let it out. One more, inhale here. Exhale, let it out. Slowly release. Take it to the other side. Bending that elbow, patting yourself on the back. Opening it up. Inhale here. Exhale, let it out. Again, big inhale. Exhale. Opening up that tricep as well. One more. Big deep cleansing breath. And then exhale, release. And then slowly bring those hands out, clasping behind you, and just open up that chest. Pressing the palms together, feeling that spread through your collarbone. And maybe just craving movement tonight, right? So if I'm just moving, I just need to release. And then exhale, release, roll it out. Let's come on to our hands and knees into a tabletop. Stacking those knees right underneath your hips, wrists right underneath your shoulders. Let's go and inhale, extend the right leg. As you exhale, left arm. Now inhale, bring this knee to elbow. Exhale, extend it out. Nice long neck. Inhale, round it up, finding that balance. Exhale, extending it long. One more, inhale. Exhale, reach it out, holding it here. Rooting down through that right hand, left knee. And then slowly come into that tabletop, shaking it out. Let's take it to the other side. Inhale, left leg. As you exhale, right arm. Finding that balance. And then inhale, bring that knee to elbow. Exhale, extend. Inhale, knee to elbow. Exhale, extend it long. One more. Inhale, knee to elbow. Exhale, extend it long, reaching out. And then come onto all fours, shake it out. Toes together, knees out wide, come into that child's pose. Now I'm going to add a little bit of movement here. I'm just going to take my hips side to side. Listening to my breath. And then on the inhale, I'm going to come up, lean towards that left wrist. Exhale, come back. Right wrist. Exhale, come back to that left hip. And then swoop it over right hip, up to left wrist. And then take it the other way. Nice big hip circles. So taking the hips out to the left, over to the right, then up to the left wrist, back to the right hip. Really getting into the hips. Finding that rhythm, right? And then slowly just find your way back into that child's pose, dropping your elbows, bringing your hands behind your head, and just finding that stretch through the back of the arms, through the spine. And then slowly release and come up like a wave, coming into that nice tabletop. And then curling your toes, let's find our first downward facing dog. And take what you need here. Maybe you want to walk out your dog. Maybe that open mouth exhale, upside down, feels so good. Looking up at your waistband, it's energizing. Finding that length. Finding that stretch. And then slowly looking up in between your hands, walk it up to your first forward fold. Planting your feet. Let's inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, come into that forward fold. And then slowly roll it up one vertebrae at a time. Finding that mountain posture. Actively lifting up through the knees, opening up through the chest, rooting down through your feet. Let's just add some movement here. You know, I love a little shake. Just a little bit of movement. Again, feel free. Open mouth exhale. Think about really twisting through that midsection. Feet are planted, grounded. Moving it out. Take one more breath here. And then slowly finding your way back to that stillness, back to that mountain posture. And then as slow as you can, inhale, arms come up. Take that full breath. Reach, 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 reach. As you exhale, right hand comes back, left arm forward, right hip back. Open up. Inhale, both arms come up. Exhale, left hand comes back, left hip forward. Inhale, both arms come up. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, extended mountain, reach up. Exhale, swan dive into that forward fold. Hang out here, bending the knees. And then slowly bending that right knee, bringing your right hand to the ground as you peel open that left arm. Reaching up to the top of that left hand, feeling that stretch through that outer hip, but also a twist through the midsection. And then slowly come on down. Inhale, halfway lift, reset that spine. Exhale, come down into that forward fold. Bending the left knee now. Left hand is on the ground as you peel open that right arm. Right leg is straight. Find that nice stretch. Reach up through the top of that right hand, wringing it out. And then slowly come on back. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, find that forward fold. Rooting down through your feet. Let's inhale, arms come up. Exhale, right arm comes back, left arm forward. Inhale, both arms come up. Exhale, left arm back, right arm forward. Inhale, both arms come up. Exhale, open up through the chest. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, find a chair pose. Relax the neck and shoulders as you lift up, engaging the inner thighs in this nice chair pose. Holding it here. Maybe sink a little bit deeper. Nice big inhale. Exhale, come into that forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step it back down dog. Inhale, come into your plank. Shifting onto those yogi toes. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Really bend your knees. Give it a nice hop up to the front of your yoga mat. Exhale, plant your feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive up to that mountain pose. Exhaling into your back bend. Inhale, extended mountain. Exhale, swan dive back into that forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step the right leg back, dropping your knee, coming on up into a beautiful low lunge. Now taking this right hand, leave it up, bring your left hand down. So you're reaching up through that right hand, really opening up the side of the body. Think of the side of your rib cage here. Think of the front of that hip. Open it up, breathe into this space, finding your balance. One more big deep breath here. Exhale here. Slowly bring that left hand up, squaring it off. Nice long spine, and then exhale into your half splits. Maybe keep your hands off the ground. Let's move and breathe. Inhale, low lunge, arms come up, make it nice and big. Exhale, float into that half splits. Find your breath. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. And then exhale, finding your half splits. Melt into this stretch. I'm going to plant my right hand like right in line with my calf. Pushing my left hip back, I'm just going to peel open my left arm here. Totally optional. Maybe you keep it right here. Right? The focus is the back of that left leg. I'm just adding another little twist. And now on the inhale, let's meet in that Low lunge, but our right hand is on the ground. Bringing this left arm up and then back behind us right here. Planting that left hand into the yoga mat, feeling that deep stretch. And then inhale, bring this left hand on the inside, so it's a nice straight line. And just open up right here. Nice mini lizard. And then coming onto your knees, curling your toes, let's find our downward facing dog. Bending your knees, hop back up to the front of your yoga mat. Exhale, plant your feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive up to that mountain pose, this time back to that chair pose. Building some heat. Lifting up through that chest. Big inhale here. Exhale here. Inhale, extended mountain. Exhale, swan dive into that forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, left leg comes back. Low lunge on the right side. So take a moment. Take this low lunge a little bit deeper as you bring your arms up. And then slowly peel that left arm down, finding your balance. Your back toes, you can be on your back toes if that makes you feel a little more stable. And then open up, right? We're relaxing the neck and shoulders. We're lifting up through that side body, through the top of that hand. Breathing into the side body, feels so good. Opening up that front hip. Take one big deep breath here, finding your balance. And then slowly bring this right arm, come on up. Nice inhale here, exhale, finding those half splits. Let's move. Inhale, low lunge, I'm coming on my toes. Exhale, finding your half splits. 2 more, inhale. Exhale, press that right hip back. 1 more. Engaging the core. Exhale into those half splits. Melting it down. Now, option, you can drop that left hand, peel open that right arm. A little bit deeper, yogi's choice. Nice stretch through the back of the leg. 1 breath here. This is a deep stretch. And then slowly bending this right knee, finding that low lunge, dropping your left hand, taking this right arm behind you, like you're shaking someone's hand. Really dropping those hips, big stretch. And then bring that right hand on the inside, straight line, hands and feet, foot, and then look up. Nice mini lizard here, feels really good on that inner thigh. And then slowly come onto your knees, curling your toes, finding your downward facing dog. Take a breath here. Lifting those hips up towards the ceiling. Now, option, you can stay right here in your down dog, or you can inhale into your plank, exhale, chaturanga, inhale, upward facing dog, exhale, tuck your toes, downward facing dog, hang out here. Inhale, left leg comes high, 3-legged dog. Inhale, bring this knee to nose, exhale, extend behind you. Inhale, bring this left leg through, finding your crescent high lunge. Come on up. Inhale, left arm comes back, right arm forward. You know I gotta do it. We've been opening it up, twist it out. And then inhale, both arms come up. Exhale, pivot on that back foot, finding your warrior 2. Opening up to the inner thighs, through that chest. Holding here. And then inhale, slowly straighten this front leg. Take your left hand, high five the back of the room. Reversing that triangle. It feels so good on that side body. And then exhale into a nice extended side angle. Reach it up and over. Taking this right hand now, reaching forward, coming into a nice runner's lunge, dropping your hips, planting your right hand. Gotta do my favorite twist. Left arm comes up, bring it up. And now bringing your left hand down, we're just gonna pivot on the outer edge of that right foot, just coming into a nice side plank. Option, drop this right knee. Hold here, one more breath. And then slowly come into your plank. You got this, on or off your knees, shifting it forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Catch your breath. Big exhale. Inhale, right leg comes high, three-legged dog. Inhale, knee to nose. Exhale, extend behind you. Inhale, knee to nose. Exhale, find your crescent high lunge. Come on up. Relax your neck and shoulders. Bringing that right arm back, left arm forward, twist it out. And then inhale, both arms come up. Exhale, find your warrior two. Nice and strong, opening it up. Taking a full breath here. And then slowly straightening that front leg, high-fiving the back of the room. And then inhaling into your extended side angle. And then rotating that left shoulder down, dropping your hips, runner's lunge. Planting your left hand, peeling open that right arm, twist it out. Now here we go, side plank. Come onto the outer edge of that left foot. Nice straight line from your left wrist. Remember, you can always drop this bottom knee. Little bit of strength here, lifting the hips. Nice strong core. Exhale here. Come into your plank, onto your yogi toes. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Catch your breath. Shake it up. Inhale, bend your knees. Let's do a nice hop up to the front of our yoga mat. And then having it down here, we come into a nice yogi squat. So I'm just, just like a frog, opening up the hips. And now, right, tonight's intention, releasing. So maybe you kind of move around in this yogi squat. Maybe bring your hands to heart center, pressing your elbows into your knees. Releasing your hips. Remember those open mouth exhales. Taking another breath here. Whatever feels good. And then slowly straightening those legs, coming into that forward fold. And exhale, melting into it. And then inhale, reverse swan dive. Come up to that mountain pose. Exhaling, hands come to heart center. Let's kind of put it all together. Inhale, come into your chair pose. Holding it here, sinking it deep, engaging the inner thighs. Now start to move your weight onto your left foot, bringing your right knee up, one-legged mountain. Exhaling back into your crescent high lunge. Inhale, left arm comes back, right arm forward, bring it out. Inhale, both arms come up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten that front leg, high five behind you, reversing that triangle. Exhaling into your extended side angle. Hold here. Have some fun. Maybe you bring it down. Maybe you take this right hand, right? We've been opening up our shoulders tonight, and you come into a little bind. Take this left hand, come underneath. Hey, that's kind of fun. Yogi's choice. Maybe you stay right here and just open it up. Maybe you stay right here. And now keeping your feet wherever you are, if you're in a bind, slowly unpeel. We're going to come back up right into that warrior two. This time straightening that front leg, reaching forward and coming into a nice triangle pose. Lifting it up, feeling that stretch. And then coming back into that warrior two. Hands come to heart as you come down back into that runner's lunge. Twisting it out. And then slowly coming into that side plank. And then bringing that left foot back, runner's lunge. And now take this left leg back, scorpion tail, or flip it into wild thing, right? We're opening up the hips. And then come into your downward facing dog. Catch your breath. Bending your knees, hop up to the front of your yoga mat. Exhale, plant your feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive up to that extended mountain pose. Exhaling into your chair. Engaging the inner thighs. Relaxing your neck and shoulders. Strong legs. Slowly shift your weight to your right foot, bringing this left knee up. And then exhale, extending it back. Crescent high lunge. Inhale here, exhale, right arm comes back, left arm forward. Inhale, both arms come up. Exhale, come into that warrior two. Take this arm high five behind you, reverse that triangle. And then exhale into your extended side angle. Have some fun. Bringing that hand down. Maybe you take your left hand, raise behind, finding those fingertips, maybe finding a bind. Maybe just binding your top arm, or I should say like opening up. Yeah, it's like a half bind. Taking a breath wherever you are. Planting down through your feet. Come on up through your hands. Finding your warrior two. Straightening this front leg, reaching forward, tick-tocking those arms, finding your triangle pose. And then slowly bending down that knee, bringing your left shoulder down, runner's lunge. Come into that twist. And then come into that side plank, lifting the hips. Bring that right foot back forward. You got this. And then take this right leg back behind you. Open up that right hip. Maybe flip it into your wild thing. Inhale, come into your downward facing dog. Pressing your heels into the mat. Hips are lifted. Bending your knees. Hop it up. Come up to the front of your yoga mat. Exhale, plant your feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive up to that mountain pose. Exhaling into that chair. Shifting your weight onto the left. Come on up, one-legged mountain. Exhale, extend that right leg back behind you. Crescent high lunge. Exhale, left arm comes back, right arm forward. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, warrior two. High five in the room behind you. Reversing that triangle. Exhale into that extended side angle. Keeping your feet right where they are. Come on up, warrior two. Straightening that front leg, this time reaching forward. Coming into a nice triangle pose. Bending this left knee, finding your runner's lunge twist. Let it out. And then shifting your weight, finding your plank. Maybe this time, two-piece fingers, grab that big toe. Bring it back up. Dropping your hips. And now coming into that scorpion tail, flip it into your wild thing. And then come into your downward facing dog. Bending your knees. Last time, here we go. Hop it up. Exhale, plant your feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive up to that mountain pose. Exhaling into that chair. Shifting your weight onto your right one-legged mountain. Exhale, finding that crescent high lunge. Open up, warrior two. Straightening that front leg, high-fiving the room behind you. And then coming into that extended side angle. Keeping your feet right where they are, come on up, warrior two. Straightening that front leg, reaching into that triangle pose. Bending your knee, rotating that shoulder down, runner's lunge. Bring out that twist. And then coming onto the outer edge of your left foot, finding that side plank. Taking your two peace fingers, grabbing your right big toe, and then bringing that foot forward, dropping your hips. And now taking it back. Open up that hip, flip it into your wild thing. And then finding your downward facing dog. Catch your breath. Pedal it out. Taking a nice big deep breath here. And then slowly peel this left leg high. Peel open that left hip, really looking underneath that left shoulder, left bicep. And then shifting it forward, coming into your pigeon. Left knee comes behind your left wrist. Wiggling that back leg, make sure it's in a straight line. And then just finding your pigeon pose here. Start to bring that heart rate down. Catch your breath. Really get into that outer hip, outer glute. Maybe take your pigeon all the way to the ground. Breathe into that space. Finding that nice long neck. Maybe you grab a block, a pillow. For underneath your forehead, whatever feels good. Where can you find that length? And then slowly come on up. Open up through the chest. You can see right here in this pigeon, or if you want to bend your back knee, kind of wiggle it. And then open up that shoulder right and grab that foot. Now take this right hip, press it towards the front of your yoga. Get into that quad. Maybe you bring your left hand off the mat. Yogi's choice. Finding that length, continuing that breath. Woo, I'm a little wobbly. And then slowly come out of this deep stretch. We're going to come out of this pigeon just the way we came in. So come on to those right toes. Take this left leg back. Shake it out. And then finding your downward facing dog. Pedal it out. Let's take that on the right side. Inhale. Open up the right hip. Shifting it forward, take that right knee behind your right wrist. Looking over that left shoulder, making sure that left leg is nice and straight. And then melting into your pigeon. Right, pigeon is one of those postures where it's tight. It's so good. But it takes a few breaths to really settle in. Refine that spot. And we can lengthen. Breathing into that outer hip area. Completely relaxing your neck. Finding your breath. Slowly come on up. Opening up the chest right here. Really extending that left leg long, bending your knee, coming onto that meaty part of your knee, and then bringing that left arm up, finding your foot. Bringing your heel towards your glute and really finding that length now through your quad. Maybe bring your right hand up, working a little bit of balance. Yogi's choice. Finding that breath when things get a little shaky. One more breath here. And then slowly come out of this posture just the way you came in. Curling your left toes, lifting that left knee, taking your right leg back behind you. Open it up, scorpion tail. And then finding your downward facing dog. Inhale, coming onto your knees. And then having a seat. I'm going to lay my left knee down. Option, left leg can come out. And I'm just going to bring this right leg up and over. Coming into cow face. Getting into those hips. So now this is my right leg, so I'm going to bring my left arm up. Option, just like we did in the beginning, maybe you hold on to this elbow, or maybe you take this right hand, palm kind of grazes up your back. Maybe your fingertips touch each other, and just open up right here. Again, breathing into that space. This is such a beautiful stretch. You're opening up your right shoulder, you're breathing into this left armpit area, but also, holy moly, hello hips. Find your breath, soften your face, find that perfect posture. If you have to let go of your right arm, that's okay. Exhale here. Keeping your legs right where they are. Slowly unpeel your arms. And then unpeel your legs. But bring your feet nice and flat and just take them to windshield wiper legs before we go to the other side. Again, big breath. Now we got to remember what leg was on bottom, right? Right leg. Left leg comes up and over. Take your time getting into cow face. Or I at least have to take my time because my hips are nice and strong, tight. Sitting up nice and tall. Sometimes I like to hold onto my feet so I have that perfect posture. So this is my left leg over, right arm's gonna come up, patting myself on the back, finding that nice long spine, and then taking my left hand now, palm comes up, just kind of grazes up my back. Maybe your fingertips find each other, maybe not, that's okay. We're opening up through the front of that left shoulder. Opening up through that right armpit. Opening up through the hips. Nice big deep breath. Remember, keeping that posture. Release your left hand if you find yourself slouching. And then keeping your legs right where they are, slowly unpeel your arms. And then unpeel your legs. This time bringing your legs right in front of you. Sitting up nice and tall on those sit bones. Let's inhale, arms come up. Exhale, hinge forward. Feeling that nice long stretch. You can have a nice bend in your knees. You can hang on to your calves. Whatever feels good here. Take another full breath. Exhale, sink into this posture. And then slowly flattening your feet. Rolling it on down, one vertebrae at a time. And then bringing those knees into your chest. Let's go ahead and give ourselves a little rock coming into a shoulder stand. Little momentum. Lifting your hips up, grabbing onto the back of your hips. And then bringing those feet up and over. Making sure that the weight is not on your neck. You can freely swallow. Look side to side. You're just feeling that delicious stretch now. Through the spine. So good for the thyroid. Again, we've been playing a lot of focus on the lymphatic system tonight. A nice big flush. A nice release. And now very slowly, first release your arms. And then roll it down. One vertebrae at a time. Engaging those abdominals. And then bringing your feet flat. Reaching those arms overhead. Nice big stretch. Exhale and let it go. Inhale, hug those knees into your chest one more time. Sending your body so much love. And then inhale, squeezing it up, hugging it up. Squeeze it in super tight. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. And then exhale, fully release. Allowing everything to open. Ankles, wrists. Just coming into that full relaxation. Hips, knees, ankles. Softening the face, softening the jaw. Just finding that breath. Taking this time, not letting your mind wander. Allowing your body to fully relax. And then slowly bending those knees. Feeling your feet press into your yoga mat. And just allow those knees to fall to one side, whatever side. Taking that bottom arm as a pillow. Just giving yourself a nice little hug as we come to the end of our yoga practice. Slowly pressing ourselves up. And just sitting up nice and tall. We'll end our practice tonight with one final breath. Sitting up nice and tall. Let's take those arms up. Inhale as slow as you can. Finding your fingertips. Exhale slowly, letting all of that breath out, allowing your thumbs to trace your face all the way to your beating heart. Thank you so much for doing yoga with me.
Hey friends, did you know that I do live yoga every week? If you want to do yoga with me in the comfort of your own home, go ahead and sign up below and join my virtual membership.